Hello from southern Ontario, Canada. Well, southeastern Ontario. Anyways, August 15th. If you need a 10-minute distractory ramble, that's what I'm going to do. Because I've been managed to spend the afternoon successfully here by the frog pond, not paying much mind to politics. So I saw on my feed it came up a year ago, what you posted a year ago today or something, a couple of days ago. I was doing the Great Canadian Tractor Awareness Tour where I took my 48 8N farm tractor and festooned it with flags, Canadian flags and stuff. I spent several days driving around putting political awakening awareness flyers in mailboxes. Now it got me to thinking about the spring here in the pond, and I'll tie it together here now. 13 years ago, a delightful fellow named Russ Armstrong, who everybody adored. He was a school teacher and a Sunday school teacher. And at the mention of his name, people would say, "I know Russ, he's a really nice guy." And Russ was a really nice guy. He had 200 beautiful acres on the escarpment. And he let me come in and clean the fence lines of all the standing dead trees. I cut 24 bush cords out of that farm over a number of weeks. Did most of it by myself. I had a Jubilee front end loader tractor and the little 8N tractor. And, it was it was a trailer made out of a little house trailer. So I drive the farm tractor down, and I left the loader tractor on Russ's farm, and I cut the logs and put them on the trailer. I brought 24 bush cords of wood home over, I'm not sure how long it took me, a month probably, maybe 6 weeks. My buddy Jeff helped me on the weekends once in a while because he enjoys that stuff, but I did it all by myself. I know you're not supposed to work alone with a chainsaw, but here I am. But it comes to the point of the spring. I should say 24 bush cords. You burn 6 to 8 bush cords a year, heating exclusively with wood. Anyways. Well, at the end of the dead-end road that Russ lives on is Clyde Springs. It's quite well known locally. The spring comes bubbling up from the aquifer through the limestone of the escarpment. The water is beautiful. Just beautiful, and people come from all around to get water from there. I've even seen bottled water guys bottling the water from that spring, which is actually a good thing, right? They're not just turning a tap on and selling it to you. I can see the sun in the background there. Anyways, that spring flowed endlessly year-round. That's what I think of as a spring, as opposed to the intermittent spring here that kind of, had me confused. Well, anyways, at the same point where the spring comes out on the side of the road, 50 yards up the road, it's a pretty flat road. It's a gravel road, dirt road. But there's one knoll there, and I guess it's a branch of the spring comes out right on the top, the highest point for, literally miles around. I mean, literally. And you can't stop that. You know what I mean? It drives the road guys nuts because in the winter it just horrifies that knoll. You can't stop a spring, even a little one like this. This is what my ramble's all about, springs. I'm wondering where the little underground cavernous thing is that this water comes from. There's 6 springs in this pond. This is the smallest, I'm pointing at it. This is the smallest part of it here. It's bigger as it goes over there. Excuse me. Well, I assume that this little pond, this is its sole source, its existence is the springs. Springs. Well, it's the same spring. Otherwise, there isn't enough drainage to support this. It would just disappear in the heat of the summer. Somewhere around here is that little cavern where the water percolates up into until it unloads into here. Now, what if somebody dug a foundation to build a house there? Your first thought is, well, that's going to bollocks up this pond. It would starve it. But the poor guy who dug the foundation there, you can't stop a spring. You can't. You can pour the biggest cement cap on it in the world. It'll just go around it. It will. Oh, it just came back up again. Anyways, 5:46. I'll have to note that on I'm kind of sort of timing it. Sorry, I know I'm rambling. Hey, it's my channel. You've probably stopped watching by now anyways. You can't stop a spring. Wherever this little cavern is, if someone were to dug into it, their sump pump would run continuously. You can't stop that. You can't defy Mother Nature. But we're seeding the clouds. That's going to work. Hope you enjoyed the ramble as amusement. Take care.